Hi everyone, for tonight's Nightcap and review, I'm having water, and tonight I'll be discussing Untouchable Face by Selena. This is a book I downloaded off of KU, and of course I'm giving my honest opinion. These are the highlights. And there are no content warnings listed in the book, and I misplaced my slide, and all I can really remember from this book was cheating by an ex-boyfriend, so no cheating by the MCs, as well as a death that's mentioned due to an overdose. I don't remember there being anything else pretty extreme, but always keep that in mind if you choose to read dark romance, that there could be something else in the book potentially. My rating for this book is a 3.5, so what's it about? So this book is about Valentina, who is in a girls' rock band and is in the middle of a battle of bands competition in hopes of getting a record deal. In the middle of her set, she makes eye contact with Adrian, the bad boy rock star drummer of Iron Thorns, who is in charge of the competition. While everything is going on, the moment she makes eye contact with him, the world seemingly comes to a stop, and he seemingly only has eyes for her and not the band. She can't get this moment out of her mind, and she is further surprised when the next day he shows up at her house with an offer to join the band for the next leg of their tour. What an amazing offer to play with one of the biggest bands in the world. But that wasn't his only offer. He follows up the job offer with a marriage proposal, all before he knows her name. She knew rock stars were a little crazy, but this is a bit much. However, this opportunity to play with one of the biggest bands in the world is something she can't miss out on, so she signs on the dotted line. Now she just has to get through the next 6 weeks with this crazy rock star who can't seem to stop proclaiming his love for her. So what are my thoughts? Again, I'm giving this a 3.5. Now remember, reading is subjective and not every book is for every reader, and this just may not have been the book for me, but if it sounds like something you're interested in, I strongly encourage you to give it a try for yourself, and I hope you love it. Now, while I do think the premise was a good one, and the story overall wasn't too bad, personally for me, I just didn't really like the two MCs. They weren't too bad separately, but together, I just didn't like their relationship, and their chemistry wasn't there for me. Now, this is a novella, and I understand what novellas, it's a little bit more fast-paced, so you can't really develop some relationships in the book, so that could have been a factor as well. Now, for our main characters, you have Adrian, our male main character, who fell hard and fell first and does some over-the-top things when it came to Valentina. Now, as a dark romance lover, I love over-the-top actions, and usually it's to the benefit of the female main character. I mean, yes, he's unaliving someone, the male main character, or cutting off a hand, but it's only because he bumped into or inconvenienced the female main character, so it benefits her. But with Adrian in this book, a lot of the over-the-top things he did, in a way, kind of benefited him and made his life convenient more than benefiting Valentina. So I didn't quite vibe with that. Now with Valentina, she definitely wanted to be a rock star. She just never really seemed excited for it. Now don't get me wrong, she has this crazy rock star following her and overshadowing a lot of things, but it just never seemed to be a core passion for her like it was for her fellow band members. Now overall, I do think the premise and the plot were interesting, so much so I am intrigued to see what the author does with a full-length novel. So I will be checking out one of their other books, but I just didn't vibe with the characters in this book. I do think it is worth giving a try, however, so give it a try if it sounds like something you're interested in, and I hope everyone has a good night and happy readings.